What's going on, people? For many years, I used Craigslist to sell a multitude of items, anything from car parts to beanie babies. But being a volume buyer in the storage auction game, we had so much stuff at times, and we were well in the profit margin. It just made sense to give stuff away to create room for new stuff. Most of the time, it went as planned. Put the stuff in the free section, and since I was a marketer, I would put pictures and just in a date, and people would call, and there was so much stuff that happened with that because there were people that would like want to set an appointment to pick up a free item 2 weeks later, and I was like, no, player, it's not going to be like that. If you want this stuff, you'll need to come get it now. Because I was amazed at how many people wanted me to work with them for something that was free. It's amazing how that theme continues to vibrate in my life. But this is the story of this couple. This couple was nuts. They were crazy. I gotta set it off for you. It was a really good month in terms of buying. I had 2 units from that month. Two that paid the bills for 3 months. It was freaking awesome. Those 2 units plus the other, I think 22, because I think that was a 25 unit month. 25, somewhere. It wasn't 30, I remember that. But those 2 units were stellar. I mean, the storage auction game is when you come up, it enables you to be a benefactor of the people. So my partner and I, we were like just doing the happy dance all freaking month long. So I said, look, we've got this great stuff that's in units in the truck, and we need to just blow out what, we had tiers assigned to our stuff. Like there was first tier, second tier, third tier. Third tier stuff being obviously the best. First tier stuff is serviceable, usable, but it goes cheap. And I said, okay, we're going to take all first tier furniture, I don't care what it is, and this was stuff, no rips, no holes. I mean, stuff you could sell. I had bombed the price. Before we would do a free day, we would just totally bomb the price. And stuff was still there. And it was just like clogging up the cash channel. So this was like the free day of free days. We had washer and dryers. We had couches, sofa sets, dining room sets. Understand, this was a 10,000 square foot warehouse. There was a lot of stuff that went in the free section. So I woke up and it was funny. There was a lot of auctions going on, but I would take a few days out the month just for data cleanup, inventory cleanup. So it was one of those days, and I didn't care because money was just raining from those two. It was ridiculous. So I'm in there taking pictures, and I'm putting the stuff up in the free section with the same energy and enthusiasm that I was putting stuff up in the paid section. So the pictures were looking lovely, and then the phone started ringing off the hook like 5 minutes after the ad went up. Because this is before, now currently, this is here, 2013, you can't put the picture tags in there like you used to. I used to pimp the hell out of it. It was this thing I call a Craigslist photo pimp. I would go to Photo Bucket and put up like 100 pictures and then put those links in the ad. Now understand, for people who were on DSL, that was a bitch because they were like, load. I mean, it was a lot of data. Well, I did that. So here's this free ad, warehouse clearance free. Come and get it today between the hours of 8 and 5 p.m. One-time offer. I knew I was going to have it again, but you had to have that effective or limited availability to get people to act. So phone starts ringing, and people like, hey, I want this, and this was my standard response to everyone. You come, you pick, you get. I'm not holding, I'm not making any arrangements because people are flaky. It's like, yeah, he's holding me this sofa for me. Hey, could you hold it for me for another day and another day? No, this stuff needs to go. It has to get out. I was doing this to help our business, not to help these people out there. And a lot of folks got the game twisted. So I've got people trying to make arrangements, and I'm like, click, click, click. And because the address was there, and then the smart people, and I remember this one guy, this dude, he was like, You still got that stuff, man? Yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. 2.8 minutes later, he was there with a box truck. And he's like, let me get this straight. You're giving this, and the thing is, we had everything staged in the dock bay and had signs because my partner was real anal about that stuff, and she was standing like guard. And for that day, she just happened to have her gun on her for some reason. My partner had a license to carry a concealed carry license, but she did not have it concealed. It was right there on her hip, and she was in a certain area, and we had stuff. This stuff is not for free. She had printed up signs and everything, and she was there like this. I'm like, okay, you do you. I'm gonna handle this. So everything on this bay in front of this dock door, and I mean seriously, it went from the dock door all the way to the wall. All the stuff was free. And dude was just like, shit, I should have brought some help. So and I'm like, look, and he's like, could you help me? And I'm like, dude, what did the ad say? You come, you get, you haul. Now, if you want to throw me some dollars for me to bust a sweat, he's like, yeah, here's $100, help me. We're loading up the truck, right? Loading up the truck. Now, like I said, he was the smart guy. He came, he got really good stuff, loaded up his truck. He came back 4 times. Other people were calling, trying to make arrangements, thought that their game was so good, but it was not. Because our thing was to clear out this space so we can make room for better, more loveliness that was in the units. Because I'm telling you, I bought this one unit and I'm gonna step into it. It was a twofer, 2 10x20s full of plush. I am a gay man married to a gay man, and we both make a lot of money, and we have outstanding taste type units for $200 because nobody else was there. 2 10x20s for I just bet $100. I could have got them for like maybe 5 because no one can handle that stuff. Because I mean, these units were so packed. When the door went up, stuff started falling out, and people were like, "Oh no, it's too much for me." And I'm like, bet. So I had that stuff in 2 units, had them rented, and I wanted to get that stuff in there because it was lovely. It just made sense to give this stuff away. So then I get this guy. He calls, and he's got this deep voice. He's like, "Hey, yo, bro, man. My girl and I, we looking at some of that stuff you got. There's some nice stuff. You giving that away for free? And I was like, yeah, it's for free, right? Because I'm mocking him, right? Because I don't care. I'm giving shit away. I am not going to kiss your ass to give you something. Yeah, man, it's for free, And the deal is, I'm about to get off the phone. You got the address. I am here. You need to come. It's first come, first serve. I don't hold anything except my water right now. And, hey, you gotta come get it. So I just hung up on dude. He called back. I was like, dude, you need to be getting a vehicle and coming to get this stuff because I'm not holding enough. Oh, all right, I understand, player. I'm just trying to make sure you still got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff. And at that point, I did. And this was from Mr. Box Truck because Mr. Box Truck came back again. This time he had help and he dude was loading up stuff. I mean, realistically, the dude with the box truck probably picked up $3,000 worth of stuff for free. Literally $3,000 that he could have went to the flea market and blew out. He saw the value. And people that came and weren't on the phone trying to work game got deals, not deals, they got shit for free. They came up. It came up because this one lady, she got a bunch of clothes. I remember this other cat, he was getting all the electronics because we were putting all that first tier stuff out. If it was first tier and it had been there a certain length of time, it had to go because I'll just tell you, one of those units made 40 G's. We weren't caring. We were just like, this needs to go. We're going to increase the beautificness of this warehouse with this money. So I'm blowing stuff out. And then this guy and this chick show up. And they have this little rickety-rackety Toyota truck. One of the, what I call the mini pickup truck, the subcompact pickup truck that really can only haul maybe like lawn stuff and sod. So they come in the truck and I hear it because it's like this, it's making that noise, right? Like it's on its last legs. So they're coming in and she comes up and she's just like, oh my God. You're giving all this away? Now she was looking at tier 2 and tier 3 and my partner was like, nope. Just the stuff over there by Dock 3. and the lady was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And the lady kept looking at tier 2 and tier 3 stuff. And it was really nice. And what we had in the units that was coming in was all tier 3. So she's looking and she's tapping her partner on the shoulder and other people are coming. And this is when it gets funny because when you have a true free for all, you get to see primal human nature. Folks were coming in. This one lady had some piles of clothes. This other lady comes up on the scene, and this woman was Haitian, and she started speaking to her in French, and I mean like some strong French. And she was just like, and then she went to, it's a mixture of French, and she's like, don't touch my shit. And I'm just like, hey, that's her stuff. It's free, first come, first serve. She's, thank you, boss, man. Now you get away from me, because I'm working here, right? I mean, it was like, and then the lady who was trying to steal her stuff wants to get an attitude, and I was like, look, the shit is for free, first come, first serve. There will be no drama in here. If there's going to be some drama, you're going to have to pay me, or you're going to have to leave. And then, she snapped back to attention and went over to another area and started getting some free stuff. So during this is going on, I got the Haitian lady with her pals. I got this lady who's looking at the Haitian lady with a side eye. Then I got this couple. Oh, I should go ahead and give you full disclosure. The woman who came in was on a scale of 1 to 10. I was looking at tier 2, tier 3 stuff. On a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 20. And she knew this. And the dude she was with wasn't the type of dude that a woman who's a 20 would be with. Because remember the little rickety rackety truck? So apparently he was one of her eunuchs. That's the guy that has all the boyfriend duties but none of the boyfriend perks. Because clearly he was someone she could get. So she's talking to him like he's 2 years old. And then next thing you know, she comes to me, and here comes the hustle. Here comes when game goes wrong, because she's like, comes up to me. Next thing I know, this woman's got her soft hand on my forearm. Oh, you work out. I was like, I move a lot of furniture, ma'am. A lot of furniture. Because see, the thing is, at that time, I was dating someone who was a 30. So, it was like her Jedi mind trick was just like bouncing off. Because, I had got some that morning. I was happy and was going to get some that night. So, there was really nothing she could do for me. Pockets were fat. Life was good. So, her flirting was totally ineffective. And there's something about really cute chicks when they flirt and that shit don't work that they get hurt. Because she kind of was like, is my game working? Is my game working? Because I was just like, anyway, because she was talking to me, and in mid-sentence, I left her to go solve another crisis because someone else was messing with the Haitian, and the Haitian was a regular customer, and her family, they were crazy as hell, but they dropped a lot of money. So I was protective of her. So here is Miss 20, right? She's like following me. She's like, man, can we talk? I was like, we are talking. And at this point, more and more people are coming, because at this point, people are seeing that the stuff is real, and folks are like, oh shit, I need to grab some stuff because more people are coming. So people are grabbing end tables, they're grabbing stuff. There was this one couple, they were like, I call them a short couple because they had been to the warehouse sale before, but they had got this big old table set. And it was this thing that this guy had made, like out of 2x4s. It was kind of neat, but it was clearly homemade, but it was serviceable. And I was just like, and no one liked it, no one sold it. And they was like, hey, we're gonna paint this sucker, maybe sand it down and stain it, whatever. I was like, do whatever, it's free. Take it in those 4 Flintstone chairs. So they were moving that stuff, but the thing is heavy. And when you see people with no muscles trying to move some stuff, oh, you say, just draining, right? So I actually helped them because, like I said, they bought a lot of stuff from me, and I saw them in the regular. And you have to treat your regular customers with a certain level of decorum. So they're doing this, and Miss 20 is still on my ass. And then dude that she came with, her eunuch, and he's getting a case of the ass because he's looking at me like, why are you talking to her? I was like, this is your chick. You came here with her. I'm giving shit away. I don't know why you're looking at me all crazy. And more importantly, I don't know why you're not loading shit up in that little small ass truck. Because the time they were there and the time that she was trying to work game, Mr. Box Truck came back. Someone else that came with a real full-size pickup truck in a trailer. And these folks were like, and my partner was like, like the traffic cop, yep, just directing, people backing up to the dock. This shit was funny. This went on for like 4.5 hours. So people grabbing stuff, and then at this point, we're like moving stuff to tighten up the free area because people are drifting into tier 2 and tier 3 areas. And I'm like, that stuff you have to pay for it. The free stuff's here. And I'm having to say that at one point, I wish I had like a bullhorn so I could just like, hey, psh, This shit over here is not free, but this shit over there is free. And we had that stuff going on, but we were making progress because we were about 70% of the stuff was gone, and the dregs, the stuff that was just really hard to move, it was being left, but it still was an effective day. And at this time, Miss 20 is still talking. Dude is up against the wall, lip poked out like, someone took his sucker. I'm just like, what is going on? And I was like, what's wrong with your dude? Oh, that's not my dude. He's just a friend. I was like, I already knew that, but I just said that just for effect because clearly he wasn't tapping that. And she's just talking to me, and next thing she keeps putting her hands on me. And then this is when she really learned that her game was not working on me, is when I did the thing that a lot of chicks like to do. Like, you touch a chick and she doesn't want to be touched, a lot of times they will like pull your fingers off and push you away. I took each one of her long little fingers and lifted them up off my arm. It's like, you keep those to yourself, okay? I got things to do. And then her lips kind of curled up, and I know she wanted to say, is this motherfucker gay? And it's like, it ain't always about dude being gay. Sometimes dudes are gay. Actually, a gay dude would probably have treated her better than I did because I just wanted this shit gone, because once we got this done, I could go out and have a steak dinner with my 30 chick and have a lovely evening. So this is the thing, just for you ladies, if you made it this far, if you're fucking your man well, and when I'm saying fucking him well, giving him the sex that he really wants, not just fucking him and giving him some because you're like, I'm just going to give him some. When you're fucking your dude well, when he's like, fuck, I mean, I call it the empty nut syndrome. When those nuts are empty, you ain't even thinking about pussy anymore. You're just thinking like, damn, I gotta get home to my baby. Cause I'm serious, it's a totally different group. That whole, I ain't gonna fuck him cause I'm mad, keep on with that shit. You may not fuck him, but another chick will. Anyway, we're still going on. Dude's up against the wall, lips stuck out. At this point, you can see if there was an egg on his head, it would be cooked cause he's pissed. Cause clearly, she had induced him with the hint of pussy because he thought he was going to get some. Now understand, this whole time people are coming and going, my partner's directing traffic, people are moving stuff, so the stuff that they wanted was gone. And then at this point, she's mad at me, and I'm just like, you've been here for about 2 hours, you haven't loaded up your little riggedy-raggedy truck. At this point, dude's like, why you talking about my truck? I'm like, I'm just saying, it's a little truck. It's not like a truck that a real man would drive, but I'm just saying, yes, I am starting some shit because I'm having fun. A lot of stuff's gone, and I want these people to leave because she's trying to use her womanly charms on me, and it is not dawned upon her that it wasn't working. He's mad at me because he wants to be me, i.e. own a business so he can have a chick like that who really would fuck him, versus being the eunuch who's doing all of these favors, and whenever she says jump boy, arf, arf, he jumps instead of being a real man like, fuck you, I'm gonna go out and get a chick who's gonna fuck me and fuck all this nonsense. Because I saw the game as it came in. And they're just sitting there. Now he's over there next to her. They're talking to each other. And then this is what this trick said. Well, since you had me come out here, like I sent her some sealed invitation, you should make us a deal on this table. Now understand, she's got her French manicured nail on the best table set in the place that's got a price tag of $1,500 on it. Let me tell you about this table set. It is deep, rich mahogany, double pedestal base with Queen Anne chairs in immaculate condition with not a fabric cushion, but custom-made leather seat cushions. The thing was doper than dope. It came from a celebrity. The thing was rare, it was unique, it was hot, it worked in a lot of different decors. And I don't care if your ass is a 20, you ain't getting that for less than $1,500 because that was an item that I would sit on because this was the month of September and I knew October, November were coming up and people would trick out their houses for the holidays. So that bad boy was gonna sell, and it did sell later for $1,500. But anywho, we're sitting there talking and I'm just like, you are not getting that table for less than $1,500. I just told her, I was like, that is That's swank, baby. I'm sorry. No. And then she moves on to something else, and she is just determined that I am going to bow down to her beauty and give her something super, super swankish for next to nothing. And she missed out on all of this free stuff. Because at this point, Mr. Box Truck is back again. Dude is dripping in sweat. He's got his helpers. And it's like, man, we don't work this hard in a month. And dude was just like, brother man, thank you. He gave me his card. He's like, hey, whenever you got any more stuff, you call me. His name was Hank. Hank came back many times. Other people were happy, folks. And this is what was really cool about this event, other than Miss 20. A lot of those folks came back at future dates when they saw the ad, and they was like, yeah, I got some free stuff, and you got some really nice stuff. And we kind of like switched out, up the inventory a little bit, because everything that was like tier 1 went in the dollar section. And that's what we learned from that experience, because when you get all this stuff, it just stacks up on you faster than you can sell it, and you have to make some decisions. So he's butthurt, Mr. Rickety Rackety Truck. Miss 20 is looking at me cross-eyed, and I'm just sitting there like, you have missed some serious opportunities, and then you want to have the audacity to talk to me as if I'm your child. You had me come out. I was like, and my partner was right over there, and I saw that look, and my partner was like 2.8 seconds from bitch, please. I had to hold my partner. Rizzy was like 5'9" and feisty. There was times I had to hold her back because she just had no fear. I'm like, this is about to get real funny, because she was ready to go. She had stuff to do, and I just say, look, I got this. You go. So Francine goes out the warehouse, and the whole time she's looking back, and she's got the gun on her hip, and Miss 20 and Mr. Rickety Rackety didn't say nothing to her, because she just looked at them. That school teacher, that mummy looked like, get your ass in check before you get wrecked. And I'm sitting there cracking up, because you got punked out by someone 5'9" and 128 pounds. Anywho, so we're sitting there, and I was like, look, if you're going to buy something, cool. If not, I'm about to shut this thing down. And there were people over there in the free, like, no, there's more stuff we want to get. Miss Haitian is still there. And I was like, you need to start loading that stuff up. Or, since I know you could put that in the corner, and I'll have it here for you Saturday when we open up again. And she said, that will work for me. Thank you. And, she puts her stuff in a little area. And like I said, about 80% of that stuff went. It was gone. There was some other stuff. And I was like, I'll just have it free for the warehouse sale. So I'm still talking to Rickety Rack Truck and Miss 20, and they don't want to leave, And the thing is, the dock door has come down. I have turned the music off. I've packed up my laptop. I'm turning lights out, like doom, hitting the banks, doom. They're going out, and she's like, can we talk? I was like, we've been talking, but you should have been about action. And this is when it really gets ugly. Because already, Mr. Rickety Rackety didn't like me. It was just one of those things where he was a hater. He was just a hater. He wasn't drinking Haterade. He was a manufacturer of Haterade. So she's like, boo. And then he kind of lit up when she said boo, because I don't know, I guess that was an orgasm for him. And she's like, go get in the truck, and I'll be in a minute. So we're sitting there talking, and I'm like pushing her. Now this is the time where I'm actually holding on to her, because I'm getting her ass out of there. And this is when the other side of me came out, because a lot of people, when they meet me or have known me for years, because there's friends I have who've never seen the evil side, because they never pissed me off. So at this point, she's doing her stuff, and I'm like pissed, because I'm like, all right, it's time to go. So she's just sitting there doing her stuff, and she hits me up one more again, like, baby, can we get a deal? I'm like, this is exactly what I did. And my business is crazy. I just looked at her, and I was like, we're done talking. So took her little shoulders, turned her around where she was facing the door, Slapped her on the ass and said, get your ass out of here. What the fuck did I want to do that for, right? Because I thought she was going to be offended. I thought she was going to be pissed. That bitch was turned on. And this is what I'm talking about when game goes wrong. I wanted her to go. I was ignoring the shit out of her. I had things to do, and I did something like, a lot of people are like, well, that's assault. Well, really? Is it? Is it? I was telling her to go, and I was pushing her out the door, and I just like smacked her on hard. It wasn't like a pity pat. It wasn't a feel. It was like, you need to get your fucking ass up out of here, right? And that heifer moaned. She's, ooh, daddy. And at this point, I'm like, oh, I am not about to be killed by Mr. Rickety Rackety by hitting what he wants to hit. So at this point, backpack's on. I'm pushing her out the door, lock it. I'm like, deuces. I get in my car, call the phone. I was like, Francine, you will not believe what just happened. She's like, what happened? What happened? Well, Miss Rick, Miss 20, right? She wouldn't leave, so I turned her around and I spanked her on the ass. And she said, no, you did not. I wanted to slap that bitch. And you wouldn't let me. You stopped me from having fun. So I can't have fun, but you're smacking ass, right? So we're on the phone cracking up, right? So I'm in the 540, right? And who is behind me? Mr. Rickety Rackety. Remember, I'm in the fucking 540, and dude's behind me, and he's looking like Heat Miser. I can tell he's just mad. She's over there looking, her lips stuck out, so maybe he told her I smacked her on the ass, or I don't know. But all I know is dude is about to come up on my bumper, and I hit Steptronic, and he was just a distant dot on the horizon. Fool! You and your rickety raggedy ass little truck trying to catch a 540? Are you insane? But people don't know. It looks like a regular car, but that sucker's a beast. And that is when game goes wrong, I learned something from that. We got a new business process. And I know, I'm crazy. My friends think I am absolutely insane when I tell them the shit that I used to do and I've gotten away with. Would I do that again? Yeah, pretty much I would. Because, it was just me and her in there, and I don't know, I don't think I left a mark. If I did, I didn't care. And like I said, she liked that type of shit. I was just like, you never know what happens. You never know what happens when you have a resale business. But understand that when you give stuff away for free, a lot of times people amp up their expectations on top of what you've already set out, and then are mad at you when you don't meet those expectations that they didn't tell you about, but for some reason figure that they're due. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. And that's another crazy Craigslist story. I'll see you on the good side. I'm looking around, just make sure it's just you and I. All right, this is the deal. This is what's called an Easter egg. Do not put it in the comments. Don't email your buddies. This is for you for getting to the end of the video. This is an Easter egg, and it's a special Easter egg. And it goes 30 days from the date of this video, whenever I upload it, because often I do videos in advance. So 30 days from the date that this video is uploaded, you can get all 3 copies of my audiobooks, The Journey to Storage Auction Success, Pimping Craigslist for Fun and Profit, the Chrome edition, and The Hustler Mindset, Pimping Your Mind for Success. You can get all 3 audiobooks for $75. What you have to do is go to my blog, storageauctionshogun.com, go to the contact tab and said, I want the 3 books for $75, G. Because I made it to the end of the video because I'm not a scared little bitch. Because, I have a long attention span and shit. Because I'm like that. And that's why I like you, man. Because I have a long attention span. So that's the deal. That's the Easter egg. Just hit me up and I'll send you an invoice. Oh, in your email to me, just go ahead and put your email address. Like G, all that. G, I want the 3 audiobook deal, $75. And just put your email address in there. And I will send you an invoice. And I get the funds. I'll send you a link and you can download the books. And bada bing, bada boom, it's like that, it's done. All right, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking the video, and thanks for checking out the G-verse. I appreciate it.